Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it anyways. Let's do it anyways. I'm gonna change my mind. Just doing some last minute checks. Give me a second. I think everything's good. Yeah. Yep. If I drop it here, as usual, if you like what you see, please follow us on Twitch. This play is fucking good. Last time I was here. It's very people do down that one. You know, Mr. Wright, I always thought it was kind of funny. I never seen anyone who looked like the people in those posters. They hardly ever make a free money. Said a point. Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Share it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bus. Funny. They're talking about the weather. Don't answer me. My fingers you see. I'm sorry, I don't know. Well, that's 20 for the left, but no, where in the years that for the right. Get classes off. Officer, that wasn't still it was a night test. I made a good pair. Right, do you know why? Oh, I already went through this already. The banner here is announcing the crime fighting campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprint sets. Printing sets. I don't think it's a type of campaign. Family would have wanted to set at home. It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. Detectives, they look pretty busy. Just imagine right now, behind those doors, a police job in action. Somehow, the thought felt to excite me. Okay. I already spoke to her. I think it's just like figuring it out. It's where Carly's live. The hair on the ground makes it look like what are you talking about? It's funny and makes it maybe it's well kind of what they purpose. They're relatively what? Yeah, Eric's down. Hey, Mr. Wright, maybe, you know, was Mr. Relatively German or is he British? Mr. Relatively, are you sure that was his name? Yeah, let's see if the phone works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. We're used to the barometric pressure. But she probably my hey. What did you just say? See, you can't hear this fine. The phone is broken. So this is the famous old drum. I'll try to keep it over myself. Oh yeah. That's okay, don't cry. That land sky was a strong moment. That's what I was read as sports second. Yeah, yep, it's pretty red. Alright, the body was found in Edgeworth's car trunk in Dillon. The trunk was broken too, so the person is why the sky choose this bad. So one of those to buy. I think it was a sedan or a coupe, something like that. Those are car types from Mr. Right now models. You're a guy, aren't you? You're supposed to know these things. Way too long time I got my driver's license. That's where we found it out. Guess I was due to transfer all that data murder, and the detective in charge of the case was a murder. I wonder what kind of case this is so like. Incident was. It's kind of hard to guess just knowing the case number. just rope. This is rope. Yeah, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. No, we don't. You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. Literally, like, I know we already did this, but they blocked this area as well for prosecutors, defense attorneys, but brigadier Buckby. I do day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to Buckby and buy my hamburgers from Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. He blocked us through there, that's where visitors park. So we'll just start climbing over the fence. It seems so, yeah, just that fence is 9 feet high at least. Well, don't tell me like the person. I think I'll give it a try. Wait, did she seriously? Eek! It's okay, don't cry. Here it is, lunchtime Olympics team. Did she walk around and jump over the fence? Better one. I think I showed him that video last time I was the game should set off when I like try to like spray one of the detectives, be like, hey, what are you doing? I see there's some blood on the detective. Trying to see if you committed a crime, detective. Is there residual blood on you personally? On the person? Doesn't matter, but sorry. Wait, what? I wasn't expecting to find it here. Wow, we got a reaction. There's clearly blood around the spines here. This room was pretty messy. Someone must have tripped over something and planted their head right in these spines. I think that might be more painful than being murdered. Oh wow. I was not expecting that, girl. What the fuck? What a thing. Just want to see if I missed anything. What's already there? I know it. This is someone's writing fingerprints. What? What's the matter, detective? This locker. It's mine. It's yours? Please, you have to help me. When they come to take me away, promise you testify that I wouldn't hurt a fly. You did that for me, wouldn't you, pals? This is an important probe. I'm shot down. You shot down on the floor. Plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. What? But you're a detective. Wow. Open the lockers with fingerprints on last. If we can open it, they use fill up 50 cents. Just 5 minutes like space in the box system. I'll set up the more stab here after I'm pretty long there. At the same time, we found that over the prosecutor's office. Oof. Well, but what should we begin? Oh, it wasn't obvious we should begin with, you know, that thing. We should have the victim, I guess. Good woman, Detective Goodman. You killed in 2 places simultaneously. Oh, well, you see, we should go to the police department. The evidence room, was it? They're not very useful here, am I? No, you're being very helpful. Inform Mr. Edwards. You're going through a tough time, Worthy, with all those rumors. You're even in the defendant's chair just this past December. There was business with him not reading. There was that business with him not reading that officer's report. Sorry, about the killing at the police department, right? Chief of Police was right about that, but I can't help but think someone at the police department doesn't like Edgewares. That number was the puncher, wasn't it? Yeah, it's in the record. Eddie number of the detective killed at the police department for 15 when we found that card in the parking lot. There's office. Something to think about. Don't leave me here to do all the thinking alone. I believe you could be pretty happy with the King of Attorneys shield too, huh? We defense attorneys are a scattered, unrecognized bunch. Still, I wonder why the trophy shield is broken. It's pretty odd, huh? I doubt it has anything to do with the case though. So, Mr. Edwards ran for some murder weapon, right? Or so the witness Miss Starr claims. She saw your sister stab Mr. Goodman with this knife. You know, all of this is that Angel Star's fault. She's not the one on trial here. Well, no, but she might have seen it wrong. Eyesight isn't on trial here either. Here, see this? I noticed that defense attorneys have a tendency to show people things. What's his behavior? For lawyers? Oh, that's her line. Just going through it. Once Miss Star's testimony, Miss Starr used her phone right after the murder. She calls you, right? But she hung up right away. It was a bad connection. Couldn't hear anything because it was an underground parking lot, I suppose. She did say something about a muffler, but got cut off. Here, see this? This photograph. Look at this. Okay, Miss Star must have seen things and photographing things. This proves Miss Star was there at the crime. She's gonna to just crime somehow, but how? Why would this have been in the car's exhaust pipe? Evidence from an old case, right? Right, the SL9 incident. It was already solved apparently. The sniper was stolen on the day of the evidence transferal. Maybe I should look into this SL9 incident. This stuff is pretty expensive. You don't say how much it costs. Say about 10 per gram. I save up my allowance to buy it. You know, allowance. Doesn't your sister give that? Yeah, we don't have parents. Right. Sometimes she even gives me a bottle instead of an allowance. Bottle of aluminum testing fluid? And I just take the allowance myself. You can submit to the chief of police. Okay. Hey villain, how's it going? Welcome back to the stream. I am trying to figure out, hope you're having a good time. I'm trying to figure out, hey, I'm trying to figure out, where am I supposed to go next? You know? I can't seem to do that. And it's driving me a little, but how are you tonight, you know? How are you tonight? Station. I was already in the evidence room, I think. But I don't think, can I give him anything? I don't think I can give him anything specifically. What the game want me to see? I'm better. I'm off work for a few days going forward. And tomorrow's the big day. Oh, what's happening tomorrow? If you don't mind me asking. Sounds pretty serious. Tomorrow being Monday. Besides tomorrow being Monday. Take a look at this. This is the ID cover that people came in here on page 7. I hear the rumors, so people came in here at 7 Monday. I returned to streaming. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Cool. It's been too damn long. Good for you, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Do you already know what time you're gonna be streaming? The second number. It's not your ID number. Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edwards. Oh, really? Mr. Edwards. Yeah, we already have that written down. You know what time you're gonna be streaming? If you don't mind me asking. Someone left the glove here, but only one. It's like Gumshoe, maybe? There you go, pal, making me up to do some kind of absent-minded detective. The evidence is from the case, you know. Even SL9, it does have a tag on it. Oh shit, I didn't pick that up. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all the pieces. Gumshoe, perhaps. There you go, pal. It's apparently from the case. The case? The SL9 incident? Take a closer look. Wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it broke. Want to try to put it back together? Ha! Good luck, pal. It's no job for amateurs. I spent a good 3 hours on that before I gave up. That's why I always carry around the tub of glue. But this just looks... Let's try to put it in. figure it out. I'm asking Villain because, like, I was wondering if I could come on over, join you, show you some support. I want to know if I'm gonna be available, you know. But yeah, welcome back. Come on over. Yeah. Yeah, be happy to lurk this stream. Do you already know what you're gonna be planning on streaming? I'll try to start at 12 CST. 12 CST is CST. Oh, okay. Cool. I might be able to make it. I'll be working on some stuff from home, so I think I'll be able to make it. So yeah, can't wait. I'll see you then. It's the first official stream I did 4 years ago with Minecraft. I don't want to do Minecraft? Okay. Well, no one's forcing you to do Minecraft. Or give Microsoft any money? Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I decided, yeah. No biggie. Yeah, Microsoft isn't the only one that's being kind of strange to do lucid blocks instead. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of lucid blocks. You'll be the first one. It looks neat? Okay, cool. I've never heard of it. So when I watch your stream, you'll be the first one. I'll be the first. You'll be the first one. You'll be my first exposure to it. You know, sounds good. That's that's the main reason nowadays why I go to Twitch nowadays. Yeah. Like Twitch, like back in the day. I know everybody used to do this, but back in the day, there used to be game trailers. The only thing you had like back in the day was like game trailers to see how a game played. But nowadays, like you have game trailers and you have Twitch. Game trailers would sometimes let you know like how a game, like try to sell you how a game was, but like if you bought the game, then like it might disappoint you. And there's been a couple of times that might have happened on rare occasions. That's why I'm so picky about games, on what I play. But like now I can just go on Twitch and see how like somebody else plays a game, or look at a VOD and see. Game trailers can be deceptive. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing wrong with it. And not intentionally deceptive or like misleading. They're just trying to sell you on an idea, and for the most part, because selling me something that doesn't deliver, it's kind of deceptive, and then I just won't buy it for your company again. But yeah, now you can just go on Twitch and see how the game plays, and then like make your own decision based on like how the person is playing it. And if you don't like how the person's playing it, because I don't know, for whatever reason they're being an ass, because sometimes people just play it outside of like how the game is intended to be played, then you could just watch somebody else, you know? So yeah. So yeah. And I just had I was just talking to somebody earlier. Sorry, my face isn't showing. I was just talking to somebody earlier about this. I was like, you know, big streamers, it can be kind of deceptive too, for the same reason like game trailers are deceptive, right? Because they're basically selling you the game. But if you saw, like, if you went to a small streamer's, why am I so? That's better. But if you like go to a small streamer stream and then watch them watch the game, it's way more honest. And I think in that way, Twitch still holds more value. So yeah, I'll totally watch your stream just to see, just to get some exposure to what you to what it is. You know, I want to see what's out there. Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far too in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Well, some pieces stolen, or some pieces stolen. I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. They give you some Hollywood production for a mid game. It sucks. Small Twitch is the source of truth. Yeah, exactly. See, you totally get it. You totally get it. That's, you know, it's like big streamers, they're juicing their numbers nowadays. Like everybody knows it. I was watching a streamer, a big name streamer stream, and he even mentioned it. And I was just like, and then I thought about it and I shared it with like another small streamer that actually just plays like soccer/football, right? And he was like, yeah, I kind of see where that's going, and he agrees with me, you know. So yeah, and now yeah, exactly. You get it too. See, that there's a lot of truth to this. There's still a lot of value in Twitch. I don't want to be sold something. I want a good experience, and Twitch delivers that. Still, you know. I kind of understand how it got broken. Table judge, our piece let's get it from fragment spots. Pieces missing. Hey pal, look at the time. Was there something you need to be going to? I just said Mr. Edward Inquiry Committee should be letting out soon. I'm going to give them my report for the day. Might help, you know. Little report? You mean the note written on the back of the flat flyer? Someone that says nothing, but no problems. Hey, Mr. Edwards, we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. No need enemies when you got friends like Sacred Dump Shoe. I'm on file later. You should probably see what Edgewood has to say too. I think I'm done here. Yeah, so there is a plus to Twitch. I just wish that we used to get into jar. There are two things that bother me. One, why are so many pieces missing? Two, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke. I'll make sure I remember it next time I make a jar. Yeah, it's just that, you know, the advertisers are now getting screwed over, you know? But, you know, not all advertisers. Oh, let me hold my tongue, because let me hold my tongue on that. There's blue and there's yellow paint here. There's all I need a paint. It's basically fraud if you think about it. It's really just fraud. It's fraud, but like a bunch of big streamers there. I am so glad. I am so glad. It makes me lucky to be a small streamer. Maybe now is a good time to be a small streamer now that I think about it. You know? So many shenanigans on this goddamn website. I swear to God. This is all I need to paint a portrait of you, Mr. Wright. I'm wearing a red tie necklace, you know. Goodman's evidence locker is empty. Only Goodman himself can open this locker. The person who took this knife had to be Detective Goodman, but why is it wrapped in this car? It's stuck into the car. But I wonder why nobody sued Twitch. I don't get that. I really don't get that. Oh my god. Like Amazon, not Twitch, Amazon, because they own it. Nobody's done that. That's interesting. None of the marketers. Why have they not done that? That's interesting. Or like, oh yeah, sorry. Piece of white cloth is sticking out. It's like a shirt. You better tie it up, well, that wrinkled. Hey, don't look at me. I didn't leave it hanging out like that. Yeah, let me talk to. Let me see if I can find Edgeworth. Okay, he's gonna be here now. What? Ah, guess my apologies. The bellboy from that case. Oh, it's you. We met somewhere? Yeah, dude. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. Right. He has the hotel. Oh, bring him tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. You know, what was the shit show start to trailer to actual product? What was a shit show from start to finish? Arc ESE Aquatica? Wait, really? Yeah, I never. That's the first time I've heard about that game. Hold on. Now you gotta make me. Now you gotta. Now I gotta. I know I'm in the middle of a game, but now I gotta. Now you've piqued my curiosity. Now I gotta go find it. Now I gotta go find the trailer. I gotta go find the trailer just to watch the trash. Alright. Arc Survival called Aqua. Oh. Do this. Let me. I bring up the right view screen too. This is. Here. Take a look. Let's see. Let's see. Let me make sure you can hear it too. Is the sound on? Damn, son. If you want, you can link them in chat and I'll pull them out. I'll take your word for it. I think I have a version of Arc like on my computer. But like when I tried to play it, like I was just like, well, maybe this game wasn't for me, you know. Yeah, but look how well they sell that. That's a great trailer, by the way. That's a really good trailer. It reminds me of that other game that I was supposed to beat like a while ago on hardcore mode. I did beat it, but I didn't beat it on hardcore mode. Like about like you getting lost on an island underwater, and I can't recall the name right now, but I know what I'm talking about. That's what it reminds me of. But I'll take your word for it. Since I didn't get too much into Arc. Ah, yes, he brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently a new French restaurant is opening near here. That's another thing. You know, that's why word of mouth like is so important. Like just like people just hearing about whether or not a game is good is so important nowadays, because like you really can't tell like where you're putting your money, what you're investing in when you buy a game. You know, they brought back demos on Steam, right? Like, I think he was trying to consult me somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Miss Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Let me pull it up. Let me also this. They seriously pulled this?
Ark has brought you 10 years of unforgettable adventure. All of those journeys, those fights for survival, have been leading to this. Are you ready?
This isn't even in-game footage. Isn't this AI?
A whole new world
Am I
is
wrong
waiting.
about this? Oh my god. Oh my god. That was the stupidest thing they could have ever done. Are you serious? That was dumb. They tried to build the map with AI too. Oh, okay, no, that's the reason why it's garbage. I wouldn't play that at all. Like, at all. Like, me knowing now more about AI now and how like it works, no, I wouldn't play that. I would expect, I would much rather just like invest my money in something else. Are you kidding me? Oh, they're so dumb. Oh my god. They're so dumb. Okay. Like, I believed you, but now I'm just like, oh my god. That's so crazy. Okay. I'm sorry. So, how did the inquiry committee go? That's worse. Okay, that's worse. That's worse than like, concept art. Concept art. Like back in like when they're making a video game, and like they draw up concept art to get a feel of how the world actually is before they actually start building the world, right? That's like, but you're not supposed to sell like the concept art for the most part is on the game cover, right? Or the concept art is like the stuff that you probably give after like you sold the game, right? It's not what you like show people. They literally try to sell a game on concept art, and then when they actually try to deliver the game, it looks nothing like the AI stuff. But it's so dumb. It's like, oh my god, did you actually put forth on it? It would the first trailer, it would have been much better to just give me that first trailer that I showed you than the second trailer. That was, you would have sold more units, and now everybody's like, okay, actually they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. He gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again, yeah, it was a mistake he made. We were there. He wasn't concealing evidence, he just fucked up. Again, I heard them say that so many times since that case 2 years ago. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However, something happened. They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. Police department? Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the chief of police camp. I can do nothing but wait for his results. See, why? I ask you why. I only done what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still, I've never seen him this side of sorts. Let me present him with some stuff. Right, please, I'm prosecuting this case. You don't expect me to sit here and just in case we'll see you over a cup of tea. A pause on the tea, you tell me about the case. Mr. Wright, Mr. Edwards just like to no in a very polite manner. Hope side on your own anyways. Maybe I just show my best evidence and get reaction out of them. You probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with the case you're on, the DL's dying incident, and some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. You must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edwards, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too, huh? Then, you was the top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Oh, you get nervous too, Mr. Edward? What I want to know is why I was a deputy chief of police on the investigation. In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than most. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. I let him go. The blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict. The killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I'll do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. Oh, right. I better check this now. As I was saying, what's this? A record of the ID card usage? Edwards, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edwards? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by the chief, Gant, no less. The chief of police? He wanted evidence of a case that was wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office, but it was solved, right? That would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In case on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. Better make a note of it. Related evidence. Screwdriver added to put evidence from past case of Edward Malpack. There's also a spy case request. Severed and always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wants to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science. Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminal testing fluid. Well then, you might have use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints? This one chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I have no say in today's investigation, as do as who will. That's worth I'm really. No need to thank me. Here, take your powder. These fingerprint files for everyone. These fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? The fingerprints from handprints for comparison. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Hey, I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Let's show them down. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Can't just use it. Here's one sequence. The evidence room? We didn't mean the evidence room. Yep, it's the evidence room. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here in this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Yeah, let's use the secret one we borrowed. Let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? This finger leaves behind a significantly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. With procrastinating, choose a finger. Holy the thumb. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. I'm starting to get that spark on my eyes. First we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? What's the A button? See? Looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. How do I do that? With the X button. Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. See? Wow. It looks like fun. It might take some getting used to though. It's fine. I wouldn't go up your nose. It won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the power on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting. So right. I guess I better give it a try. Oh shoot. That's pretty good. I think I'll try one of the other fingerprints. Okay, let's move to a different finger. Nah, you did it. You found one. But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Not too much. I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck. The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations, but it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker again closely. It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody print as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints are outside of the blood. Oh, like this one? Jesus. I better do something about that. Oh, I got one. A print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling. Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet. This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a print and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she is right. Look at the fingerprint braid we got from Mr. Edgeworth. I'm pointing to the person you think left the prints. Huh? How am I supposed to do that to know who it is? I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means the prints probably don't have anything to do with the case. So whose fingerprint would likely find on this evidence locker? Oh, Gumshoe. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? He gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking so what. Okay, so he came with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You had to roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Yes, there was. This is where we got the luminous flow reaction, right? Right. There was a handprint here. Okay. Wanna try using this? Yeah. It goes to sparkling eyes again. Yeah. That's for sure. Oh, but I have to worry about what? There with the blood was wiped away, right? We only end up fighting it with using chemical means. Any prints in that area have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Would you say the properly that on the side? Don't actually. Anyways, we must try to find prints that won't wipe away. Prints lived in the one such for the bloody hand. Oh. Again. I doubt it. Oh, Jake? Hey, these fingerprints, where are they? Who's this? Is it someone we know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? It's gotta be a coincidence. Not involved in the crime. Never mind. This is slightly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminal reaction, the blood and the prints are in the same place. Oh, so you have Jake Marshall's fingerprints. on a white bloodstain. But why would Officer Marshall? It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. I'm happy. So what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in two different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Oh no. Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you for too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. They used all that is though. Saw how to get home. It's Mr. Wright. It says Mr. Wright suspects the police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. Plea bargain? What do you mean by that? I agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't see capital punishment. That's what I mean. Alana, don't tell me you. Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. This guy. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Blood-stained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're gonna accuse Mr. Marshall? We have to play the cards we're dealt, isn't that right, Mr. Gunn? Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright. Yeah. Here we go! Players sounds up with a file of this line of sky. Defense is ready. Prosecution is... I'm afraid you have to clarify. It took 30 minutes by car to reach the police department for the prosecutor's office. If the victim Bruce Gilmer was slain in both places at the same time, that's not physically possible, is it? What more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yes, the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edwards' car. Wow, this is one messed up trial. One of my duties as prosecutors to present impartial evidence. Sarah will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In doing so, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now that's what sets Mr. Edwards apart. He's also on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on. So that's supposed to be an admirable trait. Very well, let your trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edwards, may call your first witness of the day to the stand. For the first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer? Oh boy. Things are getting wild from the get-go. Meekins. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir. I'm Officer Mike Meekins, sir. My occupation is, that would be murderer, sir. What the fuck? What? That's your occupation? So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I never killed anyone ever again, sir. You gotta believe me, sir. Oh my god. Actually, what we'd like to hear from you is, sir, I'm what you call a part of the younger generation, sir. Persons whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend. Please, Mr. Edwards says, help me, sir. Officer Meekins. Yes, sir. Give us your report of the crime. Consider that in order. Yes, sir, as you wish. After all, I am part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir. You can't fault him for lack of enthusiasm. Go. I have a point, sir. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen, and I rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life, and I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you? Do unto others before they do unto you. That's the Meekins family motto, sir. I see. Then you fainted, and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. Very well. The defense will begin his cross-examination. What I need here is more info to work with. Yeah, count. Yeah. It's not my normal duty. I was assigned to guard the evidence to Mr. Meekins, you work in General Affairs Department. You work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir. I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir. Yikes, now there's a scary thought. Evidence transfer was taking place on the day of the crime, which means many officers were given special tasks that ordinarily performed. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. The Blue Badger? Yes, sir. The lovely police mascot created by the chief of detectives, sir. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. It was my sole mission for the day, sir. Really? That's not much of a mission. I see. Sounds like a very important mission. Yeah, that's what I thought. After the awards ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated to the Blue Badger to the evidence room. Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? I was a suspicious man, security screen, and rushed into the room. In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card. Am I correct? Yes, sir. I have one right here around my neck. So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right? There it is. Found it. I found it. It's the one right here. Could you please read us the number? Yes, sir. It's 498-9596. That's my number, sir. I see. But the number 498 and 596. It showed us being used twice. Please explain, witness. It's no mystery, real mystery, sir. The first one is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. The second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down. I see. So during the second time when, yes, sir, that was when I spotted the man on the security screen. Okay. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir. A knife. Such a good man pulled a knife on you? What happened then? Well, it was me charging in on him. It was me charging in on him like that. He looked as surprised as I was. You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. That's when I hacked it, sir. I saw my arm was like an octopus, struggling to detain him. That's how I got this gash on my hand. Maybe if you would just keep your cool, your hand wouldn't be. When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. I fought for my life. Then I did it. What exactly do you mean when you say you did it? I know I don't look the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir. The man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched the knife from him. He took his knife. I spun around and performed a disarming maneuver, made sure to close my eyes like a man. What? I see. He must have been desperate. Yeah, like he was doing some bullshit they saw in some goddamn movie. The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood. And then, the next thing I knew, yes, he punched me right in the face, sir. Then I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. But what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that I was unconscious? Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that woke up of the witness, it was like 5:30. She hit me right in the head too. I woke up crying, tears of pain. That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. I came around though. I made sure to finish my mission. Your mission? Yes, sir. The Blue Badger, sir. I returned to the entrance before things got out of hand. Wait. Well, we can all rest easy now. I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? Get a point. Yes, Officer Beacons. Regard to that, sir. Take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Gann delivered this to me just this morning, sir. The chief? Delivered it? What is that? Videotape? Yes, sir. It's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. It takes footage from the security camera in the evidence room. What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape. I was told it had been mistakenly erased. It's quite a mistake. I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm good at. Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever, right? Well then, does that look? Yeah, show us the video of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me. A video of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into? Yeah, I agree. No, don't look away. You stupid camera. Oh, that is so bad. Where did the guy go? There's only one way in. That's how I feel too. Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us? What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that's the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department, sir. It's Blue Badger, sir. Why am I not surprised? This isn't going smoothly. Yes, well, anyway, the tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter someone in the evidence room, and some sort of activity did take place, right? Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness testimony will survive. Is that alright with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir. As you wish, sir. His face can't be clearly seen in the video. There's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. That's true. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. What is this about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have been Detective Goodman. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. And where does cross-examination lead? And everything begins with contradictions as well this time. His face can't be clearly seen in the video. But there's no question that your person will stick to Goodman, sir. About these lockers, is there no other way to open them? No, sir. I tried all kinds of methods in the past. They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir. What kind of methods he tried? The man opened the locker. His lock, which only responds to registered fingerprints. Then he must be the person the locker was assigned to. Look at my pointer and this tool. The locker he opens is unquestionably rejected Goodman's locker, sir. How do you know that information? I've heard rumors, sir, from people I know, sir. People in the know. The workers in the department cafeteria say they keep me informed. I also listen to my romantic troubles, sir. For the record, the open locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified the information. Through a more reliable source. Give me a second. Something just happened. I was not expecting. Oh, dear. Look at that. I got carried away. Okay, give me a second. I need to fix it. Can't do it right now. Yeah, I can't do it. Okay, I'll just I know what to rely on. It's fine. The victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. Once I'm true enough. But the victim's body was found in the prosecutor's office. It has to be so interesting. The real thing is so much more intense than the movies. Here you can use the player to watch as much as you like. It's like the security video. Maybe I should take another look at the footage. The blue badger covers everything. Oh my god. I just realized that sneaky little badger freaking and his arm movements freaking covers up everything. Very cleverly too. You cannot in fact see his face. He's playing on a loop. You don't know that for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face. Well, I suppose you might say that. As if you must label people I haven't seen or not seen. Since his face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it. Why is everyone looking at me? If I had to label your stairs as a everyone. Meekins. I haven't shown a questionable video best. we are not in the best of moods. Now please be more certain when you testify. Yes, sir. You claimed that the man who brandished the knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you're positive it was him. Since it's a random number 11, I guess there's another piece of evidence in that case. I never cared for the word tag, it's confusing, huh? It's confusing about that. Do you know how many words sound like it? Bag, gag, nag, lag, ag. Zag, is that a word? Do you challenge me? What are we playing, a word game now? Wait a minute. Is this a video shoot? The locker was open.
Objection!
That's it. No, but the locker was open. The locker was open. No, stop. The locker was open. Maybe.
Objection!
Yeah, I might be on the wrong track. At least that's what Edward said. That makes it all more suspicious. Who knows? I keep tearing out to look through the face to face. Would that be nice? gotta fix that. Yeah, look. To make out there's some dark stains here. Looks like blood. You think Sector Goodman blood somehow got on this one who stabbed? Not likely. This blood looks like been here for months when you were on there. This jar was evidence. Be where the blood got in the jar. Wait. Well, 14? Mouse Edwards. Doesn't it take 13? Wait, doesn't it take... If he was murdered at 5:14, what's good? 5:12.
Objection!
However, the most important detail is not shown in the video of that man's face. Sir, if I may say something, sir, please do. After all, you are the one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. It means it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. It was his hand to try to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My unsubstantial state can testify enough to this, sir. Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie. This is, unless the defense can find a problem with it. Mr. Wright, let's check out the court record again. The problem with security camera video. Regarding this video contained on this tape, there is one particular thing that seems rather strange. This contradiction leads to the possibility that may or may not have been Detective Goodman. But this video contains such a contradiction.
Objection!
Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. Suppose we have a defense. Point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. We will want you to point it out. Very well, prosecution proposal does further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of. Oh, I have to point out a problem in the video. This is the first time I ever had to do that. Yeah, you can do it, Mr. Wright. I set it up so you can fast forward and rewind and pause the video. Just take a good look. Point out the right thing. Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video. I don't know why. How does this guy ever become a police officer? No, man, Mr. Wright. Please enlighten us. Oh, great. Where is the contradiction? Isn't it literally this? The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins. Sir, do you mean me, sir? As I understand it, the locker approach works like that. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. We grab the handle, the sensor ring is pretty brick, if it's a match. Light turns on and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. So then something is seriously wrong with this picture. Right, it was already unlocked. All the other lockers are locked. It's already unlocked. The victim reaches the handle to open the locker. Let's rewind to a little earlier. Here, notice the light? What's this? It's already lit. Yeah, it's already open. Precisely my point, Your Honor. The lock was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. The chicken sound. Order, what's the meaning of this? Right, it's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When the door is shut, the sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know, it must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor will detect and report any malfunction, right? Oh well, it just goes to show that novices should keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me, Your Honor? Yes, why wasn't the locker locked? Me, Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, my scientific investigator? Huh? Oh, maybe something like jam the system sensor? Something. Jam the sensor? Say. There's something else that seems out of place in this video. Yeah, I thought so too. There's gotta be another clue somewhere in this footage. Very well. Let's inspect the video once more. The locker wasn't locked. Mr. Wright, please point out the cause of this. I think we already saw it, in fact. We already saw it. Yeah, rewind. Something was jamming the locker. Please watch closely. This is a continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Yes. Something white fell out of the locker. But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are open. I often fall out and roll great distances with my cargo, sir. We can't be sure the item was completely inside the locker to begin with. What do you mean? The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? Inserted? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking too. This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me, but the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. Not only that, it would also have to block electrical circuits. Need to be an insulator. Yes, an insulator for the crime scene. This might have been something that fits the description. But sir, by insulator you don't mean, I think it's fine. I think I finally got this figured out. Very well. Defense, please present the evidence. What was this insulator that was stuck in the locker door? Yes, gloves. Where is it? Yeah, it's rubber gloves. I found this near the door. A thin rubber glove. But we can't be sure that was the victim's locker. As a tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim operating the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. Right. On the day of the crime, I even could have opened that locker. Is it not so, Officer Beacons? Sir. Over here, sir. So, sir. Yeah. Order. So, are we to believe then that the victim from this witness stand, the evidence was sexual assault? Do not be misled, Your Honor. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The defense has merely demonstrated the possibility, and that possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. Prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Beacons, please testify about this. Sir. Me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir. Is this a joke? Very well, begin your testimony. Yeah, sure. Number 2. There's one of the things that proves the man was second Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used as a record of it, the time the crime detective had used his card. ID card record, I see. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. The ID used at 5:14 is that of the victim. Just before the crime. Yes, without doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transfer. Why were so few people using this room? This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain specific cases. Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end. Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. There were only a few cases up for transferal here, and most were cleared up by noon. Right. I see. Now let us move on to cross-examination. It's one of the things that proved the man was typically sir. Is that card hanging from your neck one of these ID cards? Yes, sir. This card right next to my cuff, sir. I keep it here so I won't ever forget it. But what if someone wants to steal from me, keeping it out in the open like that? Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. when I said 2 out of the 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out on my card, well, the remaining time my D card that gets stuck. As soon as the door closing, my D card chokes me. Maybe I should just leave that one alone. At any rate, each police officer has only one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this. Please proceed with your testimony. My D card is used as a record of it. Time the crime detective had used his card. Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. Yes, sir, he didn't show me any ID card. Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if I had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. Maybe he just panicked? Everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out. Mr. Wright, what do you think? I am confused. What? The problem with this ID card system is far too obvious. It's not like Edgewords to miss something like this. I think you're too hard about it. Come on, let's just show them what we got.
Objection!
What do you think about this witness statement? I'm not sure I follow. Clearly a contradiction to thought. You don't sound convincing, Sir Wright. Objection overruled. I don't think that one of the points would be. I was right earlier. Sorry. How am I supposed to present the man? Keep doing that. I apologize. someone you believe to be rock solid, do you? Yes, sir. Solid as stone, sir. My hands weren't wrapped in bandages. I even give a V for victory sign, sir. He just be using his right hand. Couldn't he just use his right hand for that? Let's hear him out fully. If you've seen one, you never know what he might say until the very last second.
Hold it!
That card didn't. Yeah, he already mentioned that. That chokes it.
Hold it!
Let it be noted that this is the record the witness refers to. Let's see. Yes, that will be Detective Goodwin. What's the matter? According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here. So it is, Your Honor. Not that prosecutor again. Oh, is that man in blue behind her? Gosh, don't stare at him. You're all caught a kid. It would seem. Why is he going so fast? The Inquiry Committee will speak to you again today. I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions and the consequences. Now let's continue with the cross-examination.
Hold it!
Maybe you will have all this. No person could hide the airport somehow. That man is blue. Don't stare at him. You can't the wrong kid. Yeah. Okay. Am I stupid? It should be obvious, right? I believe the game struck me when I did this.
Objection!
Yeah, I know. They're saved. Wish I had the time of the climb. It's actually basically where her. You know, as much as funny as it is, it really is Mike. They really are mocking. You can't fall in for like enthusiasm.
Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Objection!
I'm about to end the stream soon. You know, then I would rather like. You can never tell how long my stream could go. You know? Stupid blue badger covering his face. So dumb. If anything, I'll try to reset it to save it to where I last started off. Gotta fix that. It's terrible. Oh.
Objection! Take that!
Another video game. I just barely missed it. You know, I was off by a bit. But the game is complaining about precision.
Take that! Objection! Take that! Objection! Take that! Objection!
least I'm going to do. Maybe leave the room. It's hard to talk. I think I use this card. Yeah, we lost all that. What's the contradiction?
Hold it! Hold it! Hold it!
Do I just pull out the knife? Is it really that easy?
Hold it! Hold it! Objection!
No, it has to be. Yeah, I know. It has to contradict what he said at that very moment. I know that. That's why it bothers me so. I'm gonna give him a 10 kind of- Well, so not good at waiting, sir. I have the victim's ID card right here. Found it at the crime scene. That makes sense. Yeah. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room of the police department. I mean the others you see, right? The other parked back. Yeah, but we know that. Well, we knew that. Maybe that confusion's on purpose. Your Honor, I have one piece of information to present. It's a very important tool regarding the victim's ID card. A lost item from the only had complete, what it shows is that the gentleman had lost something on the day of the crime. It's very important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess. You believe this something to be his ID card, right? Can't say for sure, but there's high probability. The day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying that card. Order. So now, what does this all mean? Oh my god, I feel so stupid. Maybe I'm thinking too. Maybe I thought, or maybe I did. Maybe I overthought that. Doesn't require much thought. Yeah. I'm thinking to the count evidence. It's not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card. Order. Prosecution didn't have a response. I have only one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright. Bravo. Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. Effective scene on the day of the crime. The man in the evidence room after you encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes. What's he up to? Every indication must have been arrived at the same conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. That is, well, I guess that's right. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago, you seemed content to be pointing the finger. You should be content to be pointing your finger around. This isn't going to end well. Yeah. Well. It seems you finally realize exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is fake, which means the murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So it had to take place at the parking. The real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The murderer being Miss Lana Sky, the defendant, right? He walked right into the evidence compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. Yeah, exactly. You wanted him to walk into it. But why? I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning, right? Activity in the evidence room leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered, and where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman. Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something or else, Lana. What do I do? How much to get myself out of this map? Object?
Objection!
One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you just proven. Of course not. I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? This cross-examination has proven one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. Yeah, but we can see just by looking at it. I don't get it. Yeah, no murder took place. However, it cannot be said as unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. Defense demands further examination to the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. This course were to examine this further, other witnesses would be necessary. Is this prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considers the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. Mr. Wright, do you mean, yeah. The defense would like to request a specific witness. Oh, who do you have in mind? Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activity that took place in the evidence room. For prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply. Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person whom you would have testify, what is his or her name? Oh yeah, Marshall. Officer Jake Marshall, right? Why him? I can't let Edwards know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. Prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he is responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Very well. The court will take 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time? We will, Your Honor. Court is now in recess. Oh wow, why does it do that? Why does it go off twice? Don't stop it, he was there, Mr. Wright. What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. Give me a second. That annoys the shit out of me. Yep. You're buggy, but it seems you figured out everything. Yeah. I haven't figured anything out. Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Emma, you always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. Can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? Well, I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Yeah, you're definitely interrupting. Yeah, I guess I am. I'll come back later. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? You got a lot of nerve, pal. Making a detective run all around while on duty. To top it off, you call me here. Seen happier people at funerals. Sorry, detective. You better be, pal. Hey, 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 hey! I didn't see you there. Could she prosecute this guy? That's okay, so have you brought what I asked? Oh. You mean this, right? My apologies, detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name? Never a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Did I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I need them by noon. Talk about crazy. SL9 incident? But Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do as well to read them. Can't believe you, the chief prosecutor, were a witness in that case. This guy was a witness? Files for the Joe Dye killings solved 2 years ago. Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murderers. Oh, what? Now I brought you your stuff, so you're just going to ignore me? Emma, why? Why is your name in here? What? My name is in there? I don't know, unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana, this SL9 is that? That's the classification number the police filed under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knows it as the Joe Dart killings. The Joe Dark. No. No, Lana. That's over with. No. Emma, wait. She ran away. You know what? I just remembered something. I gotta be someone. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. I'm sorry my acting today has been terrible. Voice acting. I have a lot. Jake Marshall, Angel Star, Damon Grant, Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't be just a coincidence. Knowing you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. I better take a good look at this file. I'm gonna stop. Oh wait, it's gonna tell me. It's gonna. Oh my god, what's timing? That's crazy, bro. What the fuck? I was just thinking about stopping in the game. Actual to save it. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, cool. We're gonna stop here because I'm not. We should just stop here. It's late and there's a lot of other reasons, and this isn't one of my best streams. Like me personally, I mean, I like the game. It's just like the way I'm doing it. It's not one of my best. So, yeah, and I'm just like the game threw me for like, like wow. I thought this was gonna be deeper, and you just want me to say that the card was in the other place. Really? Like that's what you wanted? I thought it was something else. I literally thought it was something else. No, it was just too. It was too. It was too obvious. Man. I really am my own worst enemy. Sometimes I just get in my own way. That's like the second time I think while playing this game, where like there was something that was staring me in the face, and like I didn't just respond to it. I feel so stupid. I feel so. If you like what you see, please follow, subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. Hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, have a good night. Hold on, let me take a look at something real quick. Yeah, I assume right. Okay, bye. Ah, I'm so dumb.